All right, back to the soulless woman advice. Let's go ahead and get right into it. For those of you who don't know, apparently this woman does magic, this woman does voodoo, this woman's a witch. Allegedly, right? I watched the video of her saying it, but I'm just going to go ahead and say allegedly because I don't know the woman, okay? So I was right. Soulless woman activities. Let's get right into it. Let's see what these women are getting as advice nowadays. And I'm going to tell you guys how you can strategize against this. How a man with game thinks and how a man would not fall for these tricks. Because most guys will fall for these tricks. But from the mindset of a man who would not fall for any of this, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it.
Stop doing too much. Stop telling him everything. Stop texting. Stop calling. Stop sitting next to him. Stop trying to cuddle with him all the time. Stop initiating sex. Stop doing all of that. Let him chase you. Yeah.
Yep. And when she starts doing that, you stop doing everything too. Soon as she stops doing something, your attention drops just with it, right? She's giving you this much sex. See, she's weaponizing the pussy. You weaponize your attention. She's over here, right? But first of all, let me just preface this. You shouldn't be dealing with a woman who's playing these many mind games, right? But occasionally, a woman who is interested in you, she might try something like this, right? I'm not saying all the time. If it's to this point, nah, I'm not dealing with no woman like that. But even a woman who's interested, right? She might be upset with you or whatever for a little period, and she might try something like this, right? And that's when you got to show her the type of man that you are. Are you the type of man who's gonna fold like a lawn chair and chase after her? Or are you the type of man who will match her energy? She stops texting you as much? Okay, you continue living your life. She's going to be thinking in her mind, damn, I wonder what he's doing. Is he not thinking about me? Does he not care about me? What is he doing? Is he with another woman right now? What's going on? See, she's weaponizing the pussy. You weaponize your attention. This is how much pussy she's giving you, right? 3 times a week, you give her just as much attention, right? And as soon as she drops it down, for whatever reason, she's trying to play some mind games on you, you drop down your attention too. You were texting her for 5 hours in a day, or you were calling with her you were calling her every single day, and then all of a sudden she stopped. So now you drop it, right? Call her once a week. Text her less. Pull back. You do things. You make yourself less available so that she can understand that, baby girl, you don't have the power in this. I do.
You pull it all the way back. Don't tell him you love him every day.
It's like if someone is trying to sell you something and they're like, oh, you're going to need this. You're going to need this. And you just say, nah, I don't need it. And you walk away. Who's in power? Who's in control? Now, if the person was telling you, hey, you're going to need this, and they're walking away and they're raising the price, and you're like, no, please, I need that. I need that. Guess what? Who has the power there? They do. But if you say, yeah, you're right, I don't need it. Okay. You walk away, you have the power.
Maybe once a week. Maybe once a month. Stop doing it. Let him miss you. If you doing all that, it's too much. It's smothering. They don't like it. Yeah, tell them you love them.
Not true. Men like a woman who is giving him a lot of attention. Granted, every here and there it might be a little much, right? A little bit annoying at times when you want your own space. But it's better than having a woman who doesn't care about you. It's better to have a woman be overly giving you attention and all that than a woman who doesn't really care, right? Because that woman who doesn't care, she could care less whether she loses you or not. So that's not the type of woman who you want to take seriously.
Oh, I love you. Once a month. At least they know you mean it. You tell them that every day. It's like hearing good morning. It doesn't mean anything anymore. I love you, honey. I love you, honey. I love you, honey. I love you, honey.
Yeah, don't deal with no woman who doesn't express her emotions, right? She's either weaponizing it to try to strategize against you, or she's genuinely just soulless. Because a feminine woman, the reason why she's so feminine is because she's in her emotions, right? She's an emotional woman. She's sticking true to her real nature, which a woman is more emotional. So if a woman is not telling you she loves you at all, then this woman doesn't really care. That's not the type of woman who you want to take seriously. If she barely ever tells you she loves you, cool. Keep her as a fuck buddy. That's it.
It loses its meaning and value. It doesn't matter anymore once you say it 1,000 times. You say it once a week. You say it once a month. It's going to be more valuable if you say it once a month than you say it once a week. It's going to be more valuable if you say it once a week than you do every day. A lot of you ladies are too nervous, too scared. This is a man. Okay? Why are you nervous? By now, this should be a game. Okay? Right? This should be a straight up game by now. You should just be trying to see how good you are at it. Okay? Just like men do. You know, oh, I bet I could get her. Ooh. This should be a game to you right now. You should not be afraid to look stupid or nervous in front of any man. You know, because at the end of the day, you are the one that chooses them. So if it works for you, you're going to win. They're going to ask you for your number. They're going to say, can I see you again? Or, you know, they're going to sit there and talk to you more and maybe give.
That's why after a first date, you don't want to show too much interest, right? You could text her. Don't tell her you want to see her again right away. That's why mystery keeps a woman wondering. Because in their mind, they have the power. That's what they think, just like this. This is why I'm telling you guys mystery works. Having a little bit of mystery, making her think, making her wonder, it works. Because it strips her away from this thought in her mind that she's the one in control. She's the one in power. See, when a woman is dealing with a man, she's like, yeah, he'll do whatever for this punani, right? He'll do whatever it takes. That's right. I'm going to go on this date with him and he's going to be all over me, just like every other guy. But when you go on a date with her, you had a good time. You genuinely showed that you had a good time throughout the day, right? You guys were having fun. You guys were having a blast. You gave her an experience that she rarely ever has. It's an experience that she's never had before. The type of man who she's never been with before. And then once the date is over, she's thinking, yeah, that's right. I'm in control. He's going to do whatever for this. He's going to do whatever. He's going to want to see me so quick. And you don't even set anything up. It's going to have her thinking, right? It's going to be like, damn, I wonder, did I do something wrong? Does he not like me? You know? And then eventually it's going to build up this feeling inside her that she's going to be waiting for you. She's going to be waiting for you to tell her, hey, listen, let's go on another date, right? Maybe a week after. And that's when you go ahead and do it. You don't do it right away. You don't go ahead and say, oh, hey, let's go on another date. Unless she's asking you. In the first day, if she's asking you, listen, when are we going to see each other again? Then you can set something up.
Give you their card or something like that. You know, unless they're married and they're just out to see if they still got it. You know, so maybe that question needs to come first. If you feel like the conversation is going in a good place. Sometimes men just want to talk. And then they go home to their wife. If you're on a date and they're looking at another woman, look at another car.
Yeah, I already reacted to this one.
Oh my God, look, there's a Bentley. I wonder who's driving that. You're not looking at the man. Dating man. Negative. That'll get him.
What sign should you avoid when dating men? The negative bank account sign. The minus sign. I'll get on my nerves. I can't. Boy, you ain't Abraham Lincoln. Shut up. Lie.
What?
I'll get on my nerves. I can't. Boy, you ain't Abraham Lincoln. Shut up. Lie. I was your mother for real.
Bro, soulless woman advice. Just empty. Nothing but cum inside. There's no soul there. It's just cum. It's full with cum, just waiting to be filled up. Just lie, just tell him whatever, right?
You would be grounded. Why can't you lie to him? I'm sure he's lied to you 20, 30 times by now. This is the problem. You have too many moral standards.
And this is why you can't get too attached to any woman, right? There's women who lie deliberately. And then the other women who are good, you might think like, why does she say something and then she acts differently? It's not necessarily that she might be lying. It's just that women don't say things that, you know, they're going to hold their word. They're going to be like, I'm going to hold my word. That's a manly thing to do. Women go based off how they feel. So if she told you something in the moment, like let's just say you're out working and you're spending a lot of time at work, and she's like, oh, I want to see you more. I really want more of your attention. I really want you to stop working. That's how she felt in the moment. She doesn't actually want it. So then when you quit, or you stop working, you only work once a day, you give her all your time and all your attention, and she starts pulling back, and you wonder, why did she lie to me? She didn't lie to you. You got to understand that women speak on how they feel in the moment. So that's how she felt in the moment. And what you need to understand about feelings is people get over them. People feel something and they get over it. Some days you wake up sad, then you get over it. Some days you wake up unmotivated, then you get over it. Some days you're angry, then you get over it, right? Some days you're happy, then you get over it. So feelings, you get over them. So what you need to understand is that women speak on how they feel. So there's women like this who are soulless and will lie to you deliberately. But then there's women who will just speak on how they feel. And a man who thinks that her word is bond, that's when you end up getting yourself into a situation where you think she's lying to you. But in reality, she was just speaking on how she felt in the moment. She didn't actually mean it.
Who do I sound like? This is the problem. You have good moral character. No, ma'am. Go back in time and lie.
Yeah, right. The woman who does voodoo and does magic and works with sorcerers and calls herself a witch. Yeah, that's what I expected.
How can you fix it? Start to lie in the future. Lie right now and say, you know what? I just want to see how you would react and if you really loved me. And I want to see if you would get jealous, but I am not dating anybody else. I just want to see your reaction. Lie and keep lying. Okay? Because if you keep telling the truth to men, you're always going to lose. Lie.
And that's why I say this is the type of woman who you should only smash. You should tell her what she wants to hear. Oh, yeah, baby, I love you. And I really think that, I could definitely see myself with you. You're definitely the type of woman who is worth being in a relationship with. There's just something about you. You're just so different. Something about you. I can't put my finger on it. It's just like your aura. The way you speak. It's just when I'm around you, I feel this way, right? I mean, oh my goodness, do you really think that? Yeah, of course. You smash, never hit her back up again.
Lie from now on, ma'am. If you're not going to lie from now on, don't even ask me no questions. Stay off the channel.
People's opinions of you are not all going to be the same. You're going to have some people saying this about you and some people saying that about you. But at the same time, it's a joke to you because that's all you gave them. That's all you allowed them to know about you. That's all that you allow you and some people think of you. People's opinions of you are not all going to be the same. You're going to have some people saying this about you and some people saying that about you. But at the same time, it's a joke to you because that's all you gave them. That's all you allowed them to know about you. That's all that you allowed them to have. But that was your plan in the first place. So just keep thinking about it. If people don't like you, they're not supposed to. I will repeat that. If people don't like you, they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to get you. They're not supposed to be in your circle. They're not supposed to be on your team rooting for you. They're not supposed to be happy for you because they don't like you. So why would you want to force something that's not beneficial to you? I'm not getting ready to force nothing. If you don't like me, that's your loss. If you don't like me, oh well, nothing I can do. Nothing I want to do. Either you like me or you don't. I don't care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And that's exactly why I think a lot of ladies, they need to learn this. Because all the questions, not all, but many of the questions that I get is, how do I keep him interested? How do I get his family to like me? You just be yourself.
You care too much. You got too much to care about. And then, guess what? You're bothered. So, the only things you necessarily have to think about are the things that are the most important to you. If they're not important to you, if they're not the most important things to you, you literally don't have to care.
So is your man not supposed to be important to you? See, this is the advice that women should not be taking. Because if she's telling you that your man should not be important to you, it says a lot about her. Because all she cares about is money, right? She doesn't care about having a man who she truly admires, who she truly respects. She's just in it for the money. She has no soul. She's in it for the dollars. That's what people do when they sacrifice their soul. Why do you think so many rappers and artists go up so high, right? Like Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, when he came up, he was a trap artist, rapping all this hard shit, and now he's gay as fuck. Why? Pushing all this satanic shit. Why is that? Because they sell their soul in exchange for money. They don't have a soul. They sell their soul in exchange for money. Rappers, The Weeknd, you see them doing shit, and how do they blow up so quick? Playboy Cardi, how do you see him blow up so quick? Because they sell their soul in exchange for money. It's the same thing with her. She's not giving advice from the point where you admire your man and he values you as a woman because you are a good woman. It's just simply a transaction because there's no soul, and that's the sacrifice. You sacrifice your soul in exchange for money.
And you literally can stay unbothered. So if you are...
Because if a woman cares about her man, things are going to bother her. There's going to be things that bother her. There's going to be things that make her emotional. And that's normal. When a woman cares about you, when a woman sees you as important in a big part of her life, she's going to be emotional. She's going to feel things. But if she doesn't, that's a big sign that she doesn't care about you, bro. And keep it pushing.
If you are constantly worried about what other people are thinking, what other people are saying, family members, you're creating more and more and more and more things to care about, which is taking your time, energy, attention away from what you're trying to accomplish. You know, what your goals are, whatever you're trying to do, or whatever the focus from you. So you're giving yourself too much to care about. And when you care too much, it literally bothers you when other people don't agree, they don't care back, or they're not, meeting your standards or your expectations.
And, to be honest, I agree with that. You shouldn't care about what people think. But from the standpoint of what I know from her is she's a relationship advice giver. I'm sure she's telling women that don't care about what men think about you, right? Don't care about what your man thinks about you. From that point of view, that is not a relationship that is going to be fulfilling in any way. But if we're talking about people in general, yeah, don't give a fuck about what people think about you. I don't care what people think about me on YouTube. I don't care if they say a negative comment. I don't care if I go out there and try to make a sale and the person doesn't like me. I don't care if I go try and approach a woman and she rejects me. I don't care about any of that. And that's how you should feel the same way.
So therefore, if you care too much, you're going to be bothered too much. So the best thing is not to care about too many things. Care about what's most important. And that's how you stay unbothered. Okay? If you start caring about too much, you're going to be bothered by too much.
Yeah, guys. Women, what she say, just care about the money, right?
They don't like.
That is the video for today, guys. Like the video, comment down below. What are your thoughts and opinion? And subscribe. Peace out. I'm out of here.